How's it going, MIAA Nation? My name is Corbin Smith, and welcome back to our Athlete Spotlight, in which the MIAA highlights standout athletes in an attempt to help market themselves for potential NIL opportunities in the future. Today, we're joined by Emporia State redshirt senior quarterback Braden Gleason. Gleason is the only football player to claim 2 MIAA Athlete of the Week awards this season. Currently, he's second in the MIAA for passing yards and touchdowns, but leads the league in passing efficiency and completion percentage. Nationally, Gleason leads D2 in completion percentage and is third for passing yards and passing touchdowns. The number 24 ranked Hornets have one of the strongest offenses in Division II this year, and much of their success stems from their quarterback. Thank you so much for being here, Braden. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. Glad to have you here. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What are you studying? What do you want to do with your career?
I'm from Muldrow, Oklahoma, small town on the east side of the state. It's really close to Arkansas, but, grew up in a small town, small school, played all the sports in high school, things like that. And, was lucky enough to, come here.
And while you've been at Emporia State, what have you been studying and what have you been doing outside of the field?
I'm currently getting my master's in health and human performance. I graduated 2 springs ago now. So yeah, it's I've been working on my master's these past 2 years, but I plan on going to coaching, after I'm done playing. Both my parents, coached. Dad coached football, mom coached basketball. Dad was a high school coach. So, I think, the coaching's, kind of in my blood, I think. I've just always been around the game, always been around sports. So, I think, that's what I want to pursue.
And what kind of traits have you gotten from your parents that have either contributed to you athletically or given you an idea on how you can be a good coach?
Just the values that I learned young, was just, work hard, try to be the hardest worker, and good things will come from that. I think that was preached to me early on. My dad ran the summer strength and conditioning for high school and stuff. And, he'd make me, go with them and, basically do what the high schoolers were doing. So, he taught me at an early age, how to work hard. And, I think that's been the biggest thing for me is just continue that work ethic. And, it's carried me a long ways.
And you've been at Emporia State for a couple years now, so you get to know the Emporia State football team pretty well. What has kept you coming back and made you want to keep giving your all to this team?
This place is, it's truly different. It's truly special. The family over everything, the brotherhood here. I know they preach that all around the country, that it's a brotherhood family, but I really believe that it's different here. It's truly special. It's one of a kind. I took my official visit and committed the next morning because I just felt right at home. Immediately felt like I was, part of the family, and I was there for the second time visiting there. And it's carried on ever since. There's so many good guys in this program, so many relationships that you build to these guys, and with your coaches, the coaches are, great. They've been the same people since they recruited me, since I've stepped on campus. They've always just been 100% with me and just, really been the best.
And now that you're moving into a new year of being the starter, what has been the difference between last year and this year that has, sparked all of this success for you?
We've always, had a high tempo offense, a pretty, just kind of air it out, do some things like that. But, different than the past years, I wouldn't say it's a whole lot different. I think the culture is built here. So the guys, nothing really changes. It's just kind of new guys stepping into new roles. So, we had to replace some linemen, replace some receivers from last year's team. But, guys have came in and, done a great job in their role. And, I think that's been the biggest thing is just younger guys getting the opportunity to play and, just finding out their role in this team and, just taking advantage of it.
And what do you credit your team's success to? Because I know a lot of athletes don't really like to credit themselves. What would you say your biggest success has been for your team?
I think just playing for each other. I think going out there and wanting to play for the guy next to you, wanting to not let that guy down, not wanting to let your coaches down. Um, I think that goes a long ways for us. We've been in some tough games that we easily could have laid down in, but we fought back and came together, and I think that shows a good team. We just gotta put it all together in a full game, but just the playing for each other and that brotherhood mindset.
So, walk us through a game day from your perspective, from your morning routine to your pregame rituals. What is it kind of like for you?
I always watch College Game Day on every every Saturday. That's kind of probably my most ritual thing that I do is watch College Game Day before before getting ready. After 11 a.m. hits, it's kind of music from there since game day is over. But that's probably my biggest ritual is just watching game day.
You said you're from Oklahoma, so what Oklahoma college team do you support? Are you in Oklahoma State? Are you at Tulsa? Are you Oklahoma? Where's your college loyalties lie?
That's really tough because I was born in Amarillo, Texas, and I was really young, so I was like 3 or 4. But my dad coached at a school that had the Longhorns like symbol, and that was the first thing, as a little kid, that was the first thing you saw was that, and then they just happened to win it with Vince Young against USC and stuff. So I was kind of a Texas fan till about 9 or 10 growing up, and then I just kind of after that I was really close to the University of Arkansas, things like that, and I really just became a players guy. Like it kind of sounds bad. I can't pick one team to cheer for, but I just like watching players. I like watching quarterbacks. I like watching them play. Even in the NFL, I'm kind of the same way. I like watching quarterback play, and just things like that.
Who would you say is one of your inspirations at the quarterback position?
Oof. Growing up, it was Peyton Manning. It was I loved just watching him, and like it was literally he would seem like he would change the play 4 or 5 times to get the correct play call, and I always thought that was super cool, just knowing the game like that and just how he knew it. I don't really compare myself to playing like that. I'm not a big tall guy, really in the pocket and stuff like that. But growing up, it was always him. And now you got Pat Mahomes and these guys who make plays with their feet and they're gunslingers. And I like watching Joe Burrow too, because what he did at LSU was insane. But it's really just a mixture of all guys. I try to take little things from everybody that I watch, and just see if I can put it into my game. If not, then you just learn from it and go from there.
All right, so we will move into some quicker questions. These will just be, on the spot, whatever comes to your mind. So are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. First question. What's your favorite spot in Emporia to eat or hang out?
Ooh. To eat would probably be El Arito. It's a Mexican place in town. It's really good. Pretty cheap too, honestly, but it's it's really good.
All right. Number 2, what's your favorite way to thank your linemen for protecting you?
I haven't really got the buy them a full meal yet or nothing, but every Monday we try to go eat as an O line and quarterback. So every Monday evening we try to eat together. I haven't paid for their meals yet or nothing like that. I need a little extra money in my pocket, but it's always just a good time getting around with them.
What are 3 words that your coaches or teammates would use to describe you?
Gritty, hard worker. I don't know, just somebody who's going to give it all to the program. Same guy every day. You know what you're going to get. Consistent. There we go. Consistency. You know what you're going to get every single day from me.
All right. What is a brand or business that you've been wanting to partner with ever since NIL became a thing?
I watch a lot of Pardon My Take. It's Barstool Sports. I love those guys. They're pretty funny. They talk a lot of ball, but I think that'd be pretty cool to get sponsored by them.
I know you said you don't really use social media that often, but what is your email or social media handles that you do use so that fans or businesses can get in contact with you?
My email is gleasonbraden10@gmail.com. Twitter is jetgleason10, and then Instagram is Braden_jet10, I think.
Well, we will definitely be sure to post that up and see what type of people want to reach out to you.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you everybody who tuned in to this week's Athlete Spotlight. The Hornets will be traveling to Warrensburg, Missouri to face number 16 ranked Central Missouri. Make sure you watch Braden in action live on the MIAA network. Thank you so much for speaking with me today, Braden, and good luck to you for the rest of your season.
Thank you. Stingers up.